This is Mitchie Hunter, and you're watching Cairns City Lions TV.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of City Lions TV as we come to you from the Holloway Beach Sporting Complex. Stick around, we've got a huge show coming your way. I went around the ground to the croc pit when the Cairns City Lions lost their first game of the season. They are now sitting at 5-1 for the year in the seniors. Also over the weekend, the reserves went down by 4 to the Crocs reserves, and also the ladies, they got up in the domestic violence round that happened at Cape York House. They got up in a thriller actually by the end of it. It was actually 8 points from my maths was the score at the end of it. 29-21 is what happened there at Cape York House as part of the domestic violence round, and definitely a initiative worth getting behind next year when it does pop up again. I'm Mikey G, stick around. We're going to be talking to Darcy Morris, yes, the boy who moved up here from New South Wales, young fella man. He kicked the first and opening goal of the 2021 season for the Cairns City Lions. We'll be talking about that and so much more, so stick around. And also, we will be taking a preview of this year's annual Dreamtime by the Sea. It is the 8th edition this year, I believe, maybe even number 9. I'll have to double check my records, but as it is, a number 8 or 9 edition of the Dreamtime by the Sea between the North Cairns Tigers and also the Cairns City Lions. It all happens here at Holloway Beach tomorrow morning from 11 a.m. when the women kick off. Stick around, City Lions TV. Joining us on City Lions TV at the moment. He's a bit banged and busted up, the poor fella, but we'll find out more about that very soon. But he has been a superstar in the making this year and into his second year here at the Lions. He goes by the name of Darcy Morris. Darcy, let's say hello and how you doing?
Good, thanks. How you going, Marky?
Oh, mate, I'm on top of the world tonight, thank you. So, as it is, man, well, this is your second year here at the Lions this season. So, how are you finding it around the club now that you've had a bit of time?
Yeah, no, it's really good. Made a lot of good friends. And it's just a good all-around club, really, so fit in really well.
Awesome. So before we get too far into it, man, I seen you hobbling as you walked in. So, man, tell us what happened.
Yeah, I was on the weekend, first quarter. I sort of tackled a bloke, and he sort of put all his weight onto my leg, and I thought it was broken. But yeah, went to the hospital at half time and got some X-rays, and nothing broken, just a bit of bone bruising. So I'll have this week and then next week off, which is the bye. So it's really helpful, and then hopefully get back into it the weekend after.
Very nice. So as it was, man, you were the first guy to kick a goal in Lions colours this season. We've seen the highlight go up on our social media. So how does it feel being the first goal kicker for 2021?
Yeah, it feels pretty special. I was a bit of a cheap goal, I reckon. Brandon Love will give me the handball over, but nah, it's always good to score a goal. I'm always happy with it, so yeah.
That's it. So anyway, man, a couple of weeks ago I asked about this guy who's walking around in the background here and asked him if he's a bit of a master chef. Man, he told me that he's cooked up a pretty mean goreng. So have you tried it yet or what?
Yeah, I'll back him on that. He does cook up a pretty mean goreng. I've tried it a couple of times, so nah.
No, you should see the chest going up there after hearing that, eh?
Yeah.
So as it is, well, 2 weeks off, man, and so you'll be back in, well, 3 now from now because of the bye. So as it is, your own performances around the club and yourself since getting here, how have you found that you've grown and developed and stuff?
Yeah, it's been really good. Obviously, it's a lot different to the league back home, so I've learnt a lot playing under Aaron Davey and as a Flint. They've really taught me a lot, and just the game is a lot different, so I've sort of developed into it, and now it's just been really good.
So what is it that you have learnt?
Learnt in like personally, or
Personally, on the footy field, whatever.
Just to try hard, I guess. Try a bit harder. So.
Nice. And also, what do you call it? So away from the footy field, man, what are you doing?
Just hard worker, I guess. I like to think of myself as a hard worker. I'm a cabinet maker.
Cabinet maker,
yeah,
awesome.
Pacific Kitchen, so working for Azza Flint and Mick Kay, so they're pretty good bosses. So.
Well, there we go. We're not giving the national sponsor a plug this week. It's one of our local club sponsors that we are giving a plug to. Go check them out down there at Pacific Kitchens. We better drop that line too, as it is. So, man, well, now I've got to think about a fast five for you before we do wrap it all up. So every other Saturday, it's got to be a true answer too, can't forget that bit, is every other Saturday when you're not playing footy, man, what do you like to do?
Keep it straightforward, just like getting on beers with the boys,
For sure.
Enjoy having a good time, so yeah.
Yeah, nice. So have you got out and about and seen some of the attractions and tourist stuff here in North Queensland?
Yeah, sort of. I've been to Crystal Cascades a couple of times. That's a pretty popular spot, I guess, so yeah, been there, and yeah, that's about it. It's all the waterfalls and stuff. Mitchy's shown me some pretty good spots, so it's been good.
Awesome. So, man, from your own point of view, who's got the biggest quirk or the most interesting quirk before a game in the warm-up or in the sheds, whatever?
I don't know. There's a few. Probably Mitchy's one. Likes to play that Friday song every time, but I haven't seen too many. That's probably the main one. So yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, we got 3 right there, as it is. So if someone from down south or over the territory or something was watching and was considering coming and trying out and playing a game here at the Lions, what would you say to them?
I'd probably say just embrace it, because all the boys will embrace you coming into the club. It's a really good club, so just give it all you got and they'll notice it and bring you straight in.
That's it, man. Well, last time you told me that you'd lie about being 6'4", so if you had a Tinder profile, don't know if you do or not, because I don't swing and look at that side of things. But anyway, what would you lie on it now that you've had time here in Cairns?
Probably that I'm... Put me on the hop here, Mark. Don't know, probably that I want a BNF for the club. Probably that's probably what I'd say.
Well done, man. Darcy Morris, thank you very much for your time.
No worries.
Thank you. Cool. Join us on City Lions TV, and well, it was a 4-point ball game by the end of it in the reserves, and well, that's a head shake there. So, well, you kicked a couple of goals, buddy, Lovell, so how's it feel?
Oh, I missed a couple, mate, but kicked a point though. I suppose there's points on there, but yeah, it's devastating. We've gone down by not much against these top tier teams, and we've reached halfway now in the season, so it's do or die at the moment.
That's it. So, mate, when you sit back and look at it for yourself, reminiscing now, so how do you think you played?
Oh, I think, strong first half, but our problem is when we hit that half-time rest, that we go a bit stiff and we kind of reset.
And you missed 2 goals.
Sorry, mate, I'm rolling now. Start that question again. Oh, that was a good answer too.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we had that rest at half-time, and I think it's more of a detriment to our team because we slow it down a bit and something we've got to work on. I think next week we're going to try to break away a bit and have our own little training session, just get our own identity a bit. So
as it is, mate, so you're taking the field with one of your brothers. How's it feel playing out there with him?
Mate, lovely. I think he's had about 8 or 10 years off, but he hasn't missed a beat. He's a bit bigger than he used to be, but he's still a force out there. Yeah, it's fun to be out there with him.
So how's the body feel after today's game?
It's always still feeling good, Marcus. I could play another 4 quarters, but they only give us 4, so.
That's it. So, mate, your little brother Lockie, man, he's been doing some amazing stuff in the coming through the juniors. So when can we expect to see him out on the field?
Well, he's away at Peninsula at the moment, in Mackay, and we're hoping to get him in maybe next week. Oh, he turns 15 in June, so midway through June. Yep. So as soon as he turns 15, we're going to try to get him up for a Tigers game, try to get all the Lovell boys in together, and Brandon drop down and have all 4 together, you know.
That's it. So as it is, mate, I'll let you get back in a minute, but as it is now, we are watching the seniors at the moment, and I think they are 3 goals down at the moment. So how's it looking when you look out over the field there?
Mate, nothing to worry about. We've seen this before. The other teams, they get a couple of goals to start off with, and then we'll bury them in the 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry
They're
about,
top tier for what reason, mate?
That's it, mate. I'm going to take your word on that one. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks,
Joining us
Mikey.
on City Lions TV this week, we have a lady that's in her first season here at the club. And Ashley, let's say hello and how you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Good to hear. So as it is, so how are you finding it playing in your first season here at the Lions so far?
Yeah, it's been good and everyone's just been really inclusive since I've come down to the club.
And so as it is, so what have you learnt and what have you seen during your first few times around?
I've learned a lot. There's always more learning to do. Like I've learned just to, yeah. That's it.
Okay, cool. And also, so today was back in Cairns, the domestic violence round, because we are here at the Croc Pit where our seniors are playing behind us. And as it was, so domestic violence has been a very prevalent subject in the media and in the community at the moment. So how did it feel being part of a round like that?
It feels really good. Like domestic violence is such an important topic that needs to be brought up these days. So it's good to be a part of that round.
And so being in the game today, so how do you think you went yourself?
I went alright. It obviously wasn't my best game, but there's always improvement there.
And so, well, it is a long season. There's still to go. I think off the top for the men, at least, there's another 12 rounds to go. So the ladies must not be far behind. How do you think you're progressing through the season?
I think I'm getting better with each game and there's always more improvement to go.
And also, so this is your first season of playing AFL?
Yeah, this is my first season. I've played a couple of games before for school, but this is my first proper season.
And how are you finding it actually playing in the women's competition here in Cairns?
Yeah, it's really good and it's really competitive compared to coming from the Adelaide Hills, where it's probably not as competitive down there.
And also, speaking of, so how have you found the change from Adelaide to Cairns?
It's been pretty good. Like I've been up here for long enough now, but you get used to it after a while.
Yeah, get homesick a bit?
Nah, it's good. I've been up here for 3 years now.
3 years, nice. And also, one thing that I do put on all of the players is a fast 5. Whatever comes to mind, and it has to be true, is what are you listening to on Spotify at the moment?
Probably some Justin Bieber songs.
And also, are you a bit of a master chef in the kitchen?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, so what can you whip up?
Oh, pretty much anything.
What's your favourite dish to whip up then?
Oh, anything to do with any pasta dishes like spaghetti or lasagna.
Also, what sort of car are you driving?
Mitsubishi ASX.
Oh, very nice. And one last one, so who is Ashley away from the football field?
Very shy person, probably very caring.
Yeah, nice.
I spend a lot of time at work.
Yeah, okay, cool. Workaholic and very caring. There you go. Ashley, I know I put you under some pressure with this, so thank you very much for taking the time out to talk to us.
Thank you.
As we are around the ground to the Croc Pit here in Port Douglas at the moment, and joined by one of our lady superstars in the making, and Jess Fatnauna. Hello, and how are you doing this afternoon?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm on top of the world for this beautiful Saturday in Port Douglas. So as it is, you just came out of playing in the ladies round in Cairns as part of the domestic violence round that is happening. It's a hot topic in the community and in the media at the moment. So what did it feel like for yourself being a part of that round being played in Cairns earlier today?
Good. There was a lot of people there to support the cause, and there was a lot of people there that wanted to play hard for it.
Beautiful. And so as it was, the ladies, they got up by 8 points over the Tigers. So how did it feel being part of that squad today?
Oh, awesome. Yeah, the team played good. We did play as a team this round. And yeah.
So off the record, you were saying earlier that you could have done better. So what do you think you could have picked up on in your game earlier today?
I think the mentality and the mindset, just to keep going and motivate yourself and keep pushing through.
So how are you finding it here at the Lions I believe it is your second season playing here at the moment. So how are you finding it being around this group with the guys as well as the ladies?
Oh, I love it. I grew up with the City Cobras, so it's always been family to me. But yeah, this is the best team. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And what are you enjoying the most about it?
The culture, because I did play hockey and we didn't have that culture back at hockey and it was a bit bland. But coming here, I love it. Yeah.
Speaking of culture, and not just the playing culture, but also the culture in amongst the players themselves, it's a very prevalent thing. Next week is our annual Dreamtime by the Sea game, and no doubt you will be part of the ladies team that goes head to head with the Tigers again. How's it feel looking forward to that round?
Good, I'm keen. This will be my first Indigenous round. Yeah, I'm keen to play.
Very nice, very nice. Also, so how's it feel taking a break from water duties this week?
Awesome. I get to relax and chill out and watch the game properly. Yeah.
I know you're working, but when you are on the sidelines doing the water and running on, you got one of the best seats in the house. How does it compare sitting on the hill?
I think being with your teammates, cheering on the older men, and when you're running by yourself, it's best seats in the house. But I like to be around people and watch it.
Definitely. Also now, I don't know if you've watched other interviews that I've done, but as it is, I do put a fast five on just about everyone that I talk to. So I'm going to do the same to you right now. Is a fast five. It's got to be true, the answer, and it's also got to be the first thing that comes to mind. So let's start off with what kind of car are you driving at the moment?
A Corolla.
A Corolla. Oh, look out. There's a plug for the national sponsor. Also, are you a bit of a master chef in the kitchen?
No.
No.
No. I wish, but no.
Yeah. All right, cool. Also, so who's just Fat Nana away from the football field?
She's a funny kind of person, I guess. Very quiet. Yeah.
Also, okay, that's cool. What are you listening to on Spotify at the moment?
Different songs. I don't have a genre that I like. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what is Jess Fat Nana's quirk to do in the warm-up leading up to the morning of the game?
Oh, pumping the music. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, cool. No worries at all, Jess. Thank you very much for taking the time out to talk to us.
Thank you.
That all but brings Cairns City Lions TV to a close for this week. We hope you've enjoyed this week's edition. Thanks to Maddie Lovell, also Jess Fat Nana and Ashley for joining us. Also thanks to Darcy Morris for taking the time out while he's busted to join us. Make sure you get down to the Holloways Beach Sporting Complex tomorrow morning from 11 a.m. because they are talking about it all across town. It is the annual Dreamtime by the Sea, the 9th installation of it. It's all going to go down from 11 a.m. Some amazing local football that's going to be happening. Thanks to both Pennyfather, Motlop for designing this year's jersey, and well, David Avery behind the camera. Thank you very much for the effort, and also I'm Mikey G. Stay safe and enjoy your week. I'm out.